Hey guys, what's up? It's Daniel with TrailOfMountain.com, and today I'm testing and reviewing the Outdoor Vitals Aerie 20º Underquilt for hammocks. For those of you that are hammock sleepers, and I am, and especially if you're going out into the backcountry when it's going to be cold, you need an underquilt, hands down. You got to have something like that. A sleeping pad's just not going to do the trick. It's not going to keep you warm enough. And when you have an underquilt, it's almost like sleeping in a down cocoon. Now, this is a 20-degree quilt. It does measure 77 by 32 inches. And the way I'm going to do is I'm going to get it out of the stuff sack here. And this thing, and granted, it's in a regular stuff sack, but if I really wanted to, I could compress this thing a lot more. So I'm going to get it out. I'm going to set it up on this hammock I have right over here, which is a Peregrine Equipment Refuge 1. And we're going to set it up. It does have a dual kind of a stuff sack. Make sure that this thing stays protected. So I'm going to get it out. We're going to set it up. So it also comes with shock cords and cord locks. And it also comes with the instructions to set everything up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this thing set up. And I'm going to show you how it sets up. And then I'll show you why it's beneficial to have one of these when you're backpacking. First thing you want to do, it does have a full-length zipper on it. It is YKK zippers. I want to unzip it. It's like a rectangular sleeping bag style design. So now it's all open. Comes with, let's see, 2 long drawstrings. These are shock cord, stretchy. All right, so once you have it all installed, basically at this point what you do is you use the drawstrings here to kind of cinch up the bag on either side. Just like that, and that's going to secure the hammock around the underquilt. And at that point, what you do, kind of just situate everything, is you just kind of get in, just like you normally would. And kind of rock yourself around. And now you're in your hammock with a 20-degree underquilt that's going to keep you warm. It's going to really protect against the bottom of the hammock here because there's going to be a lot of draft in the middle of the night, especially when it's cold out. But you can really just wrap this thing around like this. Then you can wrap this thing around you and stay nice and warm all night. So pretty nice. I like that it's 800 plus fill power. Getting in and out is a snap, just like that. It does have a nice little Outdoor Vitals branding right here on the bottom, which I really like. So worst case scenario, you could also take it off of the hammock. If you're, say, just tent camping and you wanted a nice down blanket, you have an 800 plus fill power down blanket that you can use and just lay it out flat. So not too bad. It's pretty cool. I like it. I haven't used it in the extreme cold, but it's a 20-degree quilt. I'm sure it's going to be just fine, you know, down to probably, you know, usually when they say it's 20 degrees, it's usually probably good to 30. I don't really get very many 20-degree nights here on the central coast of California, but we are getting ready to go to the Sierras here soon, come August, so I may take it with me. So basically what you do is once the quilt is wrapped around your hammock, you run your shock cord through a carabiner, through the loop here, and that's what cinches down here. Then you run it through the other loop on the other side, and that's what's going to keep it around your hammock like that. Do the same on the other side, and I'm just going to move my camera over just so you can see what I'm looking at here. So as I said, you have your one shock cord here that goes around this loop, and that goes up through the carabiner and across to the other side, and that's what's going to secure this around. Now there's a little Velcro strap right here that's going to help with keeping it around the top of the hammock. As I said, you do the same on the other side. Now this is the side that has the rectangular zipper. So once this is in place, I'm going to cinch up the shock cords, and then we'll see how well this thing secures around the hammock. All right, so first things first, grab your shock cord here, and you cinch that just like that. That's going to be nice and tight. Then we're going to go over to the other side. You leave this zipper loose, and then what I do is just grab this shock cord here, just really cinch this thing up, and there it is right there. So that's the overall construction. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get in it. One thing about getting into a hammock with an underquilt is you always want to make sure, especially when the inside of the quilt is the same color as the hammock itself, that you land in the hammock, not in the quilt. Because then you're just going to fall right through it. It's probably going to tear. Now the little Velcro enclosure kind of broke free, but that's basically the construction right there. Now I can also use this as a pod, meaning that I can actually zip this thing all the way across the entire hammock itself, and I'll show you what I mean. But this, for just to keep you warm on a cold night, this is a great way to do it. It's already warm in here right now, just kind of laying in here. You know, I can totally feel the warmth. I don't feel the draft. It's a little chilly today, so. But all in all, this is super comfortable, and I would be definitely warm all night on most nights. Something to consider too is you usually want to have your head higher than your feet on most hammock hangs. So you could always set up the Velcro strap again, you know, once you're in your hammock. Keep that all nice and nice. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this thing up as a pod. So essentially I'm going to let this drawstring out. I'm going to let this drawstring out. We're going to let this thing hang again. And I'm going to take off one of these drawstrings, just like so. For now, I'm going to zip this hammock underquilt all the way up. Basically, just take it out of the hammock for now. Take the Velcro strap off. Take that drawstring off. Take that drawstring off, just for now. Okay, now it's pretty much just essentially like a rectangular sleeping bag, right? So now what you do is you keep the zipper on the top, and you unzip this side, which is the square side, just to the corner. Remember, keeping the zipper on the top, and you reach through the quilt till the other end. And then what you do here is you unclip your carabiner off your hammock for just a second. Bring this all the way through. Reclip in your carabiner. And then you just run this thing across your hammock just like that. So now what you want to do is you want to do the same thing with the drawstrings. Basically, you just run this through the top carabiner here. Take the shock cord, pull it through, and then into the shock cord lock. And take the other side and do the same thing. Leave that side a little loose. Do the same thing over here. All right, so now the hammock is pretty much engulfed in the underquilt here. You can see the way the shock cords are. They go around the loops here. This is your little Velcro strap. So I can attach that back there. Goes around the carabiner. Zipper on the top. Same on this side. At this point, you just do your little micro adjustments. This way you can get your hammock underquilt right where you want it. So I'll just kind of move this forward a little bit here. Just kind of cinch that up a little. Okay. And I'm going to close this up. And we're going to close this side up. Just like that. Now you have your cocoon. And you have your zipper right here. That runs along the top. So that being said, I actually have this up a little higher than I normally would. But we're going to get in it nonetheless. Now remember what I said about making sure that you're getting in the hammock, the underquilt. That's super important because you don't want to fall through the quilt. Always kind of scoot your butt in a little bit. And then just kind of work your way in. And once you get it all situated, you just kind of enclose this whole thing around you, just like that. So it's like a sleeping bag that just wraps right around your whole hammock. And if you want to, I mean, this thing can go up pretty high. And I can pretty much engulf my whole body in this cocoon and stay nice and warm all night long. Yeah, it's already getting super hot. Cool thing about the way this works is that you can draft it if you need to, but it's going to be super warm and it's going to completely engulf you in down. Now you can also stuff additional clothing in the corners there, because there is a little bit of a draft opening when you're in the hammock at the foot and at the head here. Not a big deal. You could always, wear a hood. So there is a little bit of a draft that will still come through. There's really nothing you can do about that. Getting out of it, it's kind of the same kind of a scenario. Easy peasy. Just kind of work your way out of it. If you're a hammock sleeper like I am, you want to make sure that you stay nice and warm in the middle of the night, especially if it's cold. This is a great way to do it. All right, so there's the whole cocoon setup right there. That's going to keep you warm in the middle of the night, sleeping in your hammock. A couple different options, a couple different ways to set it up. Either which way, it's going to keep you warm on a cold night in the hammock. All right, guys, so that's my review of the Aerie 20º Underquilt from Outdoor Vitals. Here's their website right here. Definitely want to make sure you check these guys out. These guys are making a lot of nice sleeping bags, underquilts, and backpacks now too. Definitely worth a look at. They're inexpensive and pretty well made. 800 plus fill power on this underquilt, and it has cocoon shape. You could use it as an underquilt style hang, or you can actually just open it up and use it as a regular, rectangular style quilt / blanket. So multiple options. I love when I have a piece of gear that offers so many different options. This thing gets 2 thumbs up for me. I really like the design. I like that it's, a soft, silky sleeping bag feel to it. Plus the 800 plus fill power, of down. That speaks for itself, So the only thing I could suggest is the Outdoor Vitals suspension system was a little, it wasn't really very easy to follow the instructions on the little card that came with it. I mean, I knew what to do, but I was trying to follow the instructions like I didn't know what I was doing. And it was, I didn't really understand them. They weren't put on card very well. They do have some great videos on their website on how to hang this thing properly. I wish that it came with the suspension system already pre-installed on the underquilt. Other than that, it's a great quilt. If you guys have any questions or comments about this, I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. Please leave those down in my comments section down below, and I will get back to you as quickly as I can. Also, too, please like, share, and subscribe. It really means a lot when people subscribe to my channel and like what I have to say about the gear that I'm testing. So, really appreciate all the help, love, and support you guys have shown me over the past couple years. So thanks again for tuning into my latest video. Really appreciate it. Please keep checking back for more gear reviews, outdoor-related hodgepodge, gear talk, and giveaways. Take care, guys, and get outdoors.